Alright everyone, Shadow here, and I just reached Act 2 Cruel Mode, and I thought this would be a perfect place to take a snapshot of the build that I've been using, which has lasted me honestly quite a while. I have made very minute changes to it since Act 2. If anything, I don't really think I changed it up much at all. So this is a very solid build that I've been using. Obviously, I've been uploading just about every important boss fight for a while now, probably since Act 2 actually. And as you guys can see, I don't have too much trouble fighting any of the bosses with this build, so it's been pretty solid. And honestly, I probably could continue using it. But at 55, I do start getting a few extra new skills. So I want to change it up a bit and make things a little bit more interesting. So pretty soon here, you guys will probably see me breaking out some new minions. I plan on adding in the cleric and the oh man, what was it called? The Reaper minions or something like that. Reavers, I think they were called Reavers. So I'm going to be implementing Reavers and the clerics into the build, so that'll make things a little bit more interesting. But I guess to start off, let's go ahead and discuss the passive tree. So as for the passive tree, literally, I recommend this for everybody. Just come up here and just type in whatever you need for your build. So as you see, with nothing there, nothing's highlighting, but most of the time, since I'm doing a witch minion build, obviously, I'm typing in minion. So that was one of the first things I did right off rip, because obviously this tree is massive. So the search functionality is definitely a lifesaver. So as soon as I typed in minion, I was like, okay, obviously we're going up here. Oh, this has some important stuff. Spell damage, 15% increased damage, okay. And then just read the field. Determine what you need based off what's happening. So obviously I'm focusing on minions, so I was watching my minions, and at this point early on in the tree, I noticed that they were dying a lot. So I'm like, okay, right down here, 15% increased health, we're gonna pick that up. Okay, over here we have 40% increased life. Okay, we're gonna pick that up. All right, now my minions are super tanky. Let's focus on some damage. All right, we got some critical hits going on here. That just helps make the minions even more tanky. All right, we'll grab that. Why not? 20% maximum life. Okay, even more tanky. All right. So yeah, lot going on, but yeah, this is pretty good here. I mean, you got a nice trifecta going on. So we got 40% health there, extra 20% here, 40% crit damage, and 40% crit chance right here. So these critical ones I just picked up recently because I think they're going to help a lot with my reavers that I pick up. And then as we head down here, we also had some extra damage going on through here, so pick up quite a bit actually just up this line. So this I did kind of go for early on because I did notice damage was lacking a little bit because I was focusing so much on health. And then we picked up this, since this is literally like the only thing in the entire passive tree that kind of inadvertently gives you more spirit by making your minions cost less spirit. And this is where I'm leaving off right now. I think I'm just trying to get this 25% faster resurrection. Just because I have a feeling like once I get to mapping and stuff, my minions, although they're tanky right now, I'm sure these maps are gonna be kicking their butt. So I'm gonna want them back on the field as soon as possible. Like everybody's saying the end game maps are pretty difficult, so I'm just preparing. And I think yeah, this was the other one, 15% faster. So I already had this one, and then this one's also going to help them get on the field even more. Then if we head down here for ascendancies, I picked up this first. Obviously, I think everybody picks the Hellhound first. So I went this route, and then I noticed everybody was going this way, but I found this to initially be kind of interesting. So I actually went for this, and oh boy, that was the biggest mistake of my life. I don't recommend anybody doing that because of that third sentence there. Take maximum life and energy shield as fire damage when Infernal Flame reaches maximum. So I guess for whatever reason I wasn't even paying attention to that. And so when I picked this up, I noticed I was just taking crazy amounts of damage out of nowhere. And I thought it was just, maybe some specific enemy on the map, but it just happening to be everywhere. I was like, Jesus Christ, do I have to change up my entire build? Like, what's going on? And that's when I came back and, I just started analyzing like everything I had changed recently. That's when I came back to this and reread it, and I'm like, okay, this is it. This is hot garbage right here. I mean, this was like I was constantly um, hitting my mana cap, and it was just destroying me. Now, perhaps if you were a build that focused crazy heavy into mana, then perhaps this would help. But on top of it killing me, like I didn't really see the benefit of this. I think the only way it would benefit you is if you go beyond it and get like this, while high on Infernal Flame, you and your allies gain 20% of damage as fire damage. So, I mean, if you were to invest past this and get this, then okay, it would be benefiting you. Um, and then over here, while low on Infernal Flame, all damage from you and your allies has a chance to ignite. Okay, whatever. But I just don't see how this node in and of itself had any benefit. I didn't notice me being stronger in any way. But whatever. I do not recommend going for this. I would avoid it like the plague and just go down this way and get Bidot's Will, just like everybody else was doing, just like what I should have done. So that's where I'm heading to next. As far as Ascendancy goes. And then when it comes to skills, right now I have Summon Infernal Hound. I have Skeletal Warrior minions. This just comes naturally with the weapon. You get 2 of them. And then I am actually currently using a shield. I did kind of add that into the build recently, and it has helped, especially during like narrow like alleyways or doorways and stuff. I just go up to the door, hold up my shield, and just let my minions roll in there and dish out all the damage. So it is working out kind of good. I mean, I'm not completely sold on it. I just happened to get a unique shield and decided to rock it. So, I mean, if I happen to get like a really good like focus or something, I would probably still switch it out. So it's not that big of a deal, but it has helped me and probably saved me quite a few times too. So I don't mind. Raise Zombie. Oh, and I haven't seen it yet, but I have had people say that there are uh it might just be like one unique shield out there somewhere that gives spirit. So if I could find that, I'm definitely putting it on. Um, Ray Zombie. Now, I do see a lot of people using on Earth. I was actually using that kind of early on, and then I switched out to Ray Zombie. I mean, I just like zombies. I liked them in the original Path of Exile. I'm loving them in this one. They are incredibly strong. Obviously, only downside really, I guess, is boss fights, because not all bosses um, raise like ads or minions or whatever. So if you don't have nothing to kill, then obviously they don't help out too much. But whenever I do have a boss that happens to bring in ads and I kill them, then um, getting the zombies out there and having them kick butt is a game changer. They can do a lot of damage. Skeletal sniper minions. I'm also bringing in as well. Um, their gas arrow in particular is a pretty big damage dealer. Helps out a lot. And I also added Maim to him recently, which is as soon as I did that, that was a huge game changer. Um, I got so many of them on the field, and they're all just maiming everybody, which causes the monsters to slow down, and so it's much harder for them to actually get to me and reach me, because there are a lot of very fast um, uh, monsters in the game, and just slowing them down helps out a lot. Uh, Raging spirits, of course. Anything minion related is on my skill thing for sure. And the raging spirits are no exception. Just being able to summon five spirits each time I use a fire blast is awesome. And then of course I use the flame wall to summon them, but you could also use any other flame skill that you want. I just happened to see a lot of people use flame wall, and I kind of liked it, so like okay, I'll add that one on. I just like the way it kind of encircles everything. Um, Bone cage. This could be optional for a lot of people, but um, anything that's gonna like run up on you, you could use bone cage to stop them. So it's just a way to stop enemies from honing in on you for a moment. It blocks them and then allows your minions to get in there and attack them and keep them away from. And then Grim Feast. This is another optional one. It probably has saved me times, but I'm not completely sold on it. These two are more or less optional. They're just out there to kind of help keep me a little bit safer. That's all. Like Bone Cage keeps enemies away from me when I need to, especially a lot of the smaller, more annoying enemies that just continuously chase after you relentlessly. This just keeps them at bay. And then whenever you kill an enemy for Grim Feast, they drop a little uh, white thing on the ground that you can go pick up, and it'll give you like extra energy shield. I think you can go like double what your current energy shield limit is. You can like overcharge your energy shield, get beyond your limit, which has helped a few times. And this I actually found Grim Feast works very well with the shield in particular, because obviously the shield is stopping a lot of that small like pecking damage that enemies would do to you, and so they're not really touching your energy shield. And so if you're picking up a lot of the Grim Feast shards that drop from enemies, you can more easily build up that to that max limit just by having a shield. So I guess I can quickly go over. Oops, hit the wrong button there. Quickly go over everything. So for the Summon Infernal Hellhound, I just got Meat Shield, Magnified Effect, and Wildfire. And with support gems, they really are just like an optional thing. I wouldn't even say that they're completely um, necessary. I mean, they're all suggestions so far. I'll let you know when I do get to more important ones. So for like the skeletal snipers, for instance, I would say, all right, these are skeletal warriors. My bad. But this pin I just recently started experimenting with, because I got maim on the skeleton, so I'm like, okay, if I can pin him as well, further keep enemies away from me, that might be nice. But to be honest, I really haven't noticed this helping me too much. Probably just because I only have two skeletal minions. But the thing is, you can't really have pin and maim on the same character or same minion because, as you can see from this one, it says it does not do any stun buildup. So I think they would cancel each other out if I'm understanding, which is unfortunate. And then Ray Zombie, I just have. Or actually, did I go through all these? Elemental Army. Okay, so that's just make them a little bit more tankier and ignite them more often. And then Ray Zombie, I got Perpetual Charge, 35% chance to not remove charge. So I maybe somebody can help me understand the whole charge thing because, and I'm surprised I haven't even looked this up yet, but where do I even get charges? Because I swear I used to be able to just hit triangle and summon them. I thought that had something to do with the whole charge thing, but I don't know. I guess I gotta look. I guess I gotta look into that. So I completely just put on an extra socket to something that I really don't fully understand, but I just felt like would help me. And then brutality, 35% more physical damage. Why not? Even more physical damage. Overpower, 50% more stun buildup. So yeah, this is pretty nice. Being able to stun the bosses a lot faster. I actually really like that. And then, like I said, I really like maim as well. And then 25% more attack speed. So I just feel like this complements the overpower and the maim very well. So I'm just building up that stun meter as fast as I possibly can, and I got a ton of the skeletal minions on the field as well. And then what is this? Raging spirits down here. So I got instability because obviously the raging spirits have the lowest health pool out of any of the minions. So this just helps out a lot because they're constantly dying. So why not do some extra damage out of it? And then extra fire damage for here. And also just penetrating their fire resistance. So if I happen to get on a map where a lot of the enemies are fire resistant, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. I still do damage. And then Flame Maw, of course, in the Fortress form. I like that. Bone Cage. So yeah, I can kind of lock them down. Supported skills have 120% more pin buildup against enemies within 2 meters of you. Oh man, actually. Huh. You know what? I might actually move that. You know that it's funny that I'm just now paying attention to this. Um within enemies 2 meters of you though. Scaling to no change at 12 meters. All right. So okay, no change at all at 12 meters. So the further out, it just starts dissipating. Okay. But I do think this could be pretty helpful on the skeleton. Because I'm already using them to slow the enemies down. So if they are getting kind of close to me, maybe the skeletons will be able to stop them a little bit faster as they get closer. So I might experiment with that. Now I'm paying attention to it. Supported skills have 50% chance to inflict bleeding. Okay, whatever. But yeah, honestly, I don't even really use Bone Cage all that often. But I don't know. I mean, obviously it does pin the enemies. Not gonna lie, it does a really good job stopping them from getting to me. It's almost like uh a no matter what they are getting stunned type of scenario. Which I guess hints at 120%. It's like, yeah, okay, they are getting pinned no matter what. So it does work good. And then Grim Feast, I just have 30% increased mana regeneration. So that's really it for all the skills. If you guys want to see my stats, this is kind of where I'm at right now on stats. Oh, and I also did mention this in a previous video, but like for instance, how I said the Raging Spirits had the lowest health pool. So if you just go to advanced info here, where was it at? Did I? Okay, am I going crazy? Am I going crazy right now? I swear it was in here. I think I need to go back to my own video where I was explaining everything. Or maybe yeah, because there was an area in here where you could actually see the health of your minions and stuff, which I don't know why I'm not seeing it right now on the actual minions. Maximum life 2272. So it was in there. It was actually in there. So you can see it on the skeletal sniper minion, so I was not going crazy. 502 damage per second. So yeah, I mean my minions they got some crazy amounts of health and damage. I'm not exactly sure why it wasn't showing the correct stats on the Raging Spirits though. Perhaps if I summon them really quick and then come in here, maybe it just has something to do with that because I didn't have them spawned out. Whoops. Let's see. Oh, right there. Okay. Maximum life 1031. Yeah, now it's showing everything. Now it's showing it all. Okay. So I just had to bring them out. All right, that was it. Because apparently when they are not summoned like that, so if we go back now, look at the Raging Spirits. Okay, yeah, that was it. So I wasn't going crazy. All right. So now I guess last thing is to show you guys kind of an example, I guess, of what the build can do. So let's get in here and attack some crap. Let me make sure I get that waypoint quick. All right. So yeah, I usually just hold up my shield and let my minions go to town on everything. As you see, they don't really have much of any trouble taking enemies down. There we go. Take him down, take him down. Actually, this is even easier than normal. And see if I get like really annoying enemies. Boom! Get away from me. Get away from me, bro. Step up on me. What are you doing? That's great. Yep, that ain't tricking me, buddy. But yeah, instant stun chance. Now, I am pretty squishy. I mean, as you saw, that guy just like completely emptied my full energy shield. Oh yeah, more small enemies, but look at this. It don't matter. It don't matter. And then I haven't even used. So let's get in some zombies in here. Let's get some zombies in here. Yeah, there we go. There we go. All right. Yeah. You see, a lot of times I don't even have to bring in the zombies. Like, just my basic minions are enough to do damage. And although I'm really squishy, like 9 times out of 10, if I do get attacked by something, I can just barrier up, roll out of it, and heal. And anyway, let's go to gear now, actually. So show you what I got going for gear. This is awesome. And by now, actually, I probably have enough to 20% it as far as quality goes. But yeah, so I get my 2 Skeletal Warriors, level 12, 33% increased spirit, 62% increased damage. Um, what else is significant on here? Oh, obviously the +3 level to all minion skills, amazing, and +9 to intelligence. I'll take it. So 154 spirit added overall, not bad. Rings. Honestly, I probably need to do a little bit better job on the rings. It's whatever. 26 lightning resistance, 28 cold resistance, whatever. Honestly, I'm not even focusing too hard on resistance right now. I haven't needed it, but I know for sure when I get to maps, I'm gonna be praying for resistances. Uh, Up here we got a unique item. This puppy gives me 70% increased armor and energy shield. I'll take it. 49 maximum life, okay. And all these reduced effects of chill, ignite, and shock. Awesome. Awesome. I'll take it. And then this guy, I need to continue upgrading. It's just for some extra spirit, whatever. And I'll take the cold resistance. Um, Pretty awful tier on here though. I mean, the cold resistance is a T5. It's like the only good thing. Other than that, T1's on the intelligence and spirit. So, it's an okay piece. Um, then this amulet, an additional 31 to spirit. I don't know what it is with these um spirit drops on these items. It seems like they're always tier 1. I don't think I've seen a single item drop with anything other than a T1. Maybe it's just me. I don't know. Maybe I just have the worst luck. But it seems like every single item I see only has tier 1 spirit on it. Um, Other than that, I mean, increased mana regenerate's pretty awesome. Um, and yeah, other than that, nothing too impressive on this. Now I could go and pick up that node actually on the tree that allows my minions to benefit from everything on the amulet, and they would be able to actually benefit from this extra critical damage bonus. So we already seen I picked up that node for 40% extra crit chance, or actually crit damage, I mean. So that would take them straight up to 60, actually. That would be really nice. And then this was the shield I was talking about earlier. 95% increased armor and energy shield. Plus 12 to intelligence, I'll take it. 41 mana regen, 42 cooldown rate. So pretty epic stuff on that. Loving it. Loving it. And then I got these sandals down here. 22% reduced energy shield recharge rate. 100% faster start of energy shield recharge. So yeah, pretty much the moment I take damage, that shield's already recharging. Take it. Um, what else? What do we got here? That's just Meh, that's all it is. And then 37% increased energy shield. Um, Again, just very, very basic stuff. I really need to work on more of my gear right now. Honestly, I think I'm just relying on these uniques. I maxed all the actually, I need to max out the one on my shield to get that plus 20% quality. But I did max out these two on quality. And then for flask, I always recommend getting ones that have charges per second because obviously you won't have to refill them or anything. They just recharge a charge every few seconds. So 0.20 charges per second. So I could be in the middle of a boss fight, and as long as I stall the boss long enough somehow, I can still be recharging my flask, and I just have unlimited amounts of flask in a boss fight. I'll take it. And I actually did have another unique item. I think it was a chess piece. I had another unique chess piece, and I really wasn't sure if I wanted to swap it out or not. Let's see, what was it? Um, huh? Was it not the wasn't the staff? This I just got recently. That was pretty nice. But I don't necessarily use Malice. However, I might because Malice. This might be actually good for my no my next build that I'm doing with the Reavers because it gives them critical weakness. And like I said in my passive tree earlier, I was going for critical damage. So that could actually benefit me quite well in the near future. I might give up my two warriors for this. We will have to see. We'll have to see. That could work out quite nice actually. And I don't know what I could have sworn that I had 96% increased energy shield. See, that was looking pretty good as well, especially for the extra cold resistance there and everything. 25% reduced light radius though. I don't think that would bother me too much. But I really like the 70% increased armor and energy shield that I got on this, along with the reduced effects of everything. I think that was just a little bit more beneficial in the long run as opposed to what I got with this. So, I don't know, maybe I was just going crazy, but I could have I could have swore that I had something else in here that I was benefiting from, but I guess not. It's no big deal though. It might have just been a previous item that I actually. Oh, yeah. I just didn't have it in the thing here. So this and I see this in the chat as well a lot. But this was just giving me 100 to my maximum energy shield, and some of my life was being converted to the energy shield. So this is something that I was using very early on in my build as well for the longest time. And I only just recently swapped swapped it out just to get some extra spirit. But I don't know. I mean, I haven't had any problems yet. I mean, obviously, like you saw, I am pretty squishy. So adding this on does make me... So here, let's roll into it a little bit more here. I'll show you some of what difference that this makes. Because obviously you guys saw earlier that I was extremely squishy. So I will try and let an enemy hit me here. There you go. So yeah, I could take quite a bit of battering. Lot stronger with this. And you know what? Bad. I mean, that is quite nice. That is very nice indeed. So, to be honest, it was probably a mistake swapping that out. I just want spirit. I just want more spirit. That's all I want. So, yeah, the difference is pretty obvious here, guys. I don't think I should have swapped that out because you've seen what the enemies were doing to me earlier. They were just absolutely destroying me down to half-life in like a single hit. So yeah, I think I am just gonna go ahead and continue rocking this this Ghost Wraith. And I knew that from the beginning, but it really wasn't bothering me too much because I don't get hit as often as everybody would think. So that's why I just never bothered swapping back to it. It wasn't that big of a deal as long as you're ducking, weaving, dodging and stuff and you're really good at maneuvering. You can run a more squishier build. It's not the end of the world. But honestly, not much else to go over. I think that's it, guys. I will quickly... So, this is the resistances I'm running right now. Like I said, I wasn't really focusing on them too hard. As you can see, -4 lightning resistance, -16 fire, 19 cold, 37 chaos. And if you guys want to pause at any point, you can kind of come in here and look at all of this. Also, so 245 spirit total as well. It would be like 275 or whatever if I swap back here. So I was only just losing out on one minion, and I should have known to just stick with the ghost wraith, whatever, tattered robe. Now, as far as charms go as well, I don't know how to unlock these extra 2 slots here. I'll have to figure that out as well. Somebody can answer that in the comments too. But as far as these charms go, I actually seen somebody that had an extra rarity from their spirit charm. So that seemed quite nice. I might have to look for one that adds rarity. And I wasn't able to... I don't think you can make these rare. Maybe somebody can correct me if I'm wrong. I thought that was really strange that I couldn't change this into a rare item. Kind of caught me off guard. So, upgrades a magic item to a rare item. So, have it come in here. Item cannot apply to the target item. So that's really strange. And then another thing that was strange too is you can't salvage flask with rarity on it. I thought that was stupid as well because you could normally salvage anything with rarity on it, and why will we not be able to do that for flask and get items to increase the rarity of the flask? That I also thought was a little bit weird. So that's it for the video, guys. I know I went on quite a few tangents, not used to making videos like these, but hopefully nonetheless you guys enjoyed it. Hopefully I covered everything, and if any of you have questions, just go ahead and leave them down in the comments, and I will see you guys in the next video.